Daniel Day steps in today to chat about his rapidly approaching April 22 boxing debut at the 10th Perth Corporate Rumble. We also discuss Rubik's Cubes, starring on house rules, fighting housemates, married at first sight obsessions, bodybuilding, fun runs, working as an electrical engineer, walkout music and sentimental tattoos. Special thanks to Stony Co and Cruise Logistics, major sponsor of today's guest, as well as the PCR's major sponsors, Cablewise and Gobsmacked. So please welcome Daniel Doomsday.
Yep.
You got the call up, you got the all clear,
Yep.
Not the all clear, but you got the yes, come on down.
Mm-hmm.
And what suburb are you in? Burragoon.
Burragoon.
Oh,
yeah.
just around the corner.
Yeah, no excuse.
So convenient.
Oh, 100%.
That's good because it used to be West Perth.
Yeah,
for many
City,
years.
Anarchy,
Many years.
good vibes.
That's
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
And is this the first time you've been to Counterbalance?
Yeah. I used to train. So when I was training for fitness, it's just around the corner at Champions Gym. So there's a bit of I'm familiar.
Bit of rivalry
with
there.
A bit of rivalry.
Yeah.
I remember day one, Craig was taking us for a loop, and he said to no puffing allowed past this joint. Like, just make sure you look fit. And it's all good vibes.
It is a big change from the old Anarchy. I'm not sure if you ever went.
Never been. No.
It's good. The guys that have it now, good vibes. There's Ben, and he took it over from when it was Anarchy. I think it was late last year or early this year. I'm not sure when it happened. And he's done well. He's been a great guy. I think Craig has sort of taken Ben's role with Nigel.
Yeah, right. What was the reason for it? Why did they switch? Like, why did Glenn give it up? Sorry, not give it up, but
I'm not too sure. I think I have to ask Glenn. I think what it was Glenn's been involved in that and I hope I'm not speaking out of turn here, but I think Glenn has been involved in that for so long and has just been that gym has been his life for that long. He just needed a break, and which I completely understand how he's hung in there for that long with the stress of a gym. And then Ben obviously had spent a lot of time there working and heavily involved with the PCR. So I'm not 100% sure the reasons for the gym move. I think for this event, I think it may have something to do with timing because Ben's doing extremely well with good vibes.
That's awesome. Yeah.
And I'm not too sure whether the timing of when the PCR guys were going to train lined up with his classes because obviously he's got his business to run.
Gotcha.
But I'm not too sure. You have to ask Glenn that. I don't know. He'll give you a roundabout way, Won't give you a straight answer, Glenn. Your photos, I will talk about this. I saw these are your photos. I do like the fact that you wore suitable shoes as well. Look at that.
I thought may as well go the whole 9 yards, and I hate this photo. Hey, I hate both of them.
You got 4. I got 4 here.
Yeah. No, it's nothing to do with the photo. I think the quality's great.
Is that an El Toro tattoo?
It's the bull tattoo.
Okay. I was going to say, that's commitment to your gym if it's El Toro, mate.
That's where Riley trained.
Okay.
Look at my eyes. Where do you think I was the night before?
Oh, were you on it?
Yeah, it was the last night. I thought, right, I'm locking in for this training, but I'm going to have a big night. I look half cut, hey.
That's the one they're going to use.
Yeah, that's the one in the promos, which is probably the best one. So it's worked out well. I'm on the red team, actually.
Yeah, those boots are great. They're boxing boots, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Have you seen some of the girls' photos?
No, I haven't seen anyone else's. I tell you what, though, everyone has got so much fitter. I don't know if it's just the photos doing people dirty, but people have lost like a serious amount of weight in, 5-6 weeks.
Incredible. Absolutely.
I don't want to talk shit on people.
No, we won't put this in.
I'm actually running a broken cartilage myself. About 2 weeks ago, it's been pushed this way.
On the nose?
Yeah, can't breathe out the right nostril properly.
Does Easy Bakes know about that?
Easy Bake lives with me. So
okay, of course he knows. Of course he knows.
Every niggle we hear about from each other, so...
Oh, he would. Does he complain a lot? Let's just bag him out for the next 20 minutes.
Nah, he's all right. We both... we don't complain too much, but we hear everything we've got to say from each other, so I always try to ask about what they're doing, and he'll ask the same, what'd you get up to at training today? And, what have you been doing? Have you been getting the fitness up?
Have the lies started?
Hey?
Have the lies?
Nah, I've heard about the lies. What's some of the worst you've heard?
It's not so much. It's just the little things when people are telling me, like today Jenna came in and was telling me, she goes, I can barely throw punches because of these sore shoulders. And she was talking, I was thinking, oh, that's no good. And then I realised exactly what she's doing. She's got, her shoulders are fresh as a daisy.
She knows who's listening, yeah.
She does, and everyone does it. And it's pretty funny, but I tell everyone, don't, anything you hear, just from the opposite team, just take it as a lie, because they and Nige and Glenn are the worst for playing games. Those two are so competitive.
Oh, bloody hell, yeah.
I don't think you realise it until you see them on the night, how those two are.
Yeah.
Because after I think we mentioned this before, there's been 120 odd fights.
Wow.
And blue team are one ahead.
One up.
I think there's been 3 draws, and that's saying something. I mean, that's good to see how close all the fights are.
Yeah,
as well.
Makes sense why we were matched up.
Yeah. And how do you reckon? How do you reckon red team's going to go?
I think we'll come out on top.
15-0.
For 15, be pretty sweet, wouldn't it?
Oh, imagine, I would do that. I'd pay off the judges just so red team can go 15-0. Oh, that'd be so good to see his face.
The 10th and final event. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Nige goes, thanks everyone, I've had enough, and leaves.
Deuces. Yeah, I'm out.
That'd be so funny. I get so much enjoyment out of seeing him terrorised.
So why are you team red?
Oh, I'm not team red. I'm
Come on.
I'm team sit on the fence.
The mediator.
I support the team that's behind, and red are one behind.
So blue next year, have you got your singles sorted? I'm just playing.
No, everyone will tell you. I joke. I'm on whoever's side is in here sitting opposite me, but no, I'm definitely a fence sitter, and you can hear even when we commentate, it's exactly the same. I just can't take sides. I don't like to see anyone lose, which is weird. Not that that's not weird, but I am a big fan of boxing and the UFC. And I get right into it. And I always like to see a finish. But no, with this kind of stuff, I don't. I like to see it very even. And a draw, I'm very happy with a draw. I don't mind. Very rare that happens, though. 3 rounds.
When was the last time?
Last draw? Jesus. It would have had to been, I should know this. I think it was PCR 6. There was a draw in there. And then there was a draw. I'm not too sure how that happened. Because there wasn't a knockdown. So someone must have got a 10-8 round. You know how the scoring works?
Yeah, yeah.
So I think it must have been a 10-8 round, then 2 10-9s.
Yeah. Was it controversial or?
Oh, I think it's fair. I don't think anyone's really upset with a draw.
Yeah.
There's been some decisions that have been questionable. One, I get stuck in the judges. The judges do a better job than I could do, so I shouldn't have a go at the judges. But
a caveat.
Here we go. There was one fight at the last PCR. It was between Jamie the Wild Child West and Bo Jackson, and I thought it was close. Like I could have gone either way. Jamie got the win. The thing that confused me was 2 judges scored at 30-27 to Jamie, and the third judge scored at 30-27 to Bo.
Yeah, right.
So it was a complete.
Won, though.
Sorry.
Doesn't that mean someone won?
Yeah, so Jamie did win.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
But the fact that someone gave the 3
opposite.
Yeah, 3 rounds to 1. Which, in saying that, this is me defending the judges now. When I watched it ringside, I scored certain fights one way, and then I watched them back on the TV, and I scored them the other way.
Yeah.
So it does depend where you're sitting. I think the trick is just not to leave it in the hands of the judges.
Do you pencil it out on the night? Who you think took the round before it's announced?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The note's in front of us. Oh, yeah. But we've got the judges nowhere near us. We can't influence anyone.
You can text them.
I know. Should do. Imagine if you could bet on it.
Oh, that'd be next level. We've got wagers. Our mates want to do. We've got a wager between ourselves. Got a month of dishes on the line. House of 4 boys.
I think if you bet to win, that's one thing. But if you don't want to bet to lose, that's when you know. That's when you know it's a different level of match fixing. No, there's definitely no betting. I think a friendly bet may go on the tables, but that's about all.
Yeah.
So it'd be good. Sorry, just going back. How have you managed to get over this? It is a tough thing. it's hard enough fighting people you're friends with.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've established friendships. Some of the guys and girls have established friendships over those first 4 weeks. It's going to be hard facing that person in the ring. But you're facing your housemate.
Yeah.
Tell me how you guys have I suppose, worked through that or got through it.
I think just realising, like, no matter what comes of the result, that we're still going to be mates. That's a huge factor. We also knew day one that we were probably going to be matched up, so the conversation already started. And then 4 weeks in, when it was getting close to time, we're like, okay, if it makes sense, then are you sort of ready to go against like one another? Or I asked Riley, are you happy to fight me? Because I'd already accepted that I probably would be happy to fight Riley, and we both sort of agreed. And yeah, it's a weird one. Hey, I don't think has anyone ever versed a mate going in? That's
Not that I know
it's
of.
probably pretty foreign, isn't it?
I know there's been some people who are close friends. A couple of the girls. I know there was Ashley. She fought Samantha, and they were very good friends. I mean, Mongy and Trent Horwood.
Yeah.
Those guys are good mates.
Pretty tight, yeah.
Yeah, and they fought each other. So I think it's doable.
Yeah.
I think you're not trying to hurt each other. I mean, in a way you are, but you understand why you're doing it. And I think that having the ability to put that aside for those 6 minutes, I think that just goes to show you, I suppose, the mental strength that you guys have to be able to do that.
100%. I don't want to hurt him.
No.
I also
No
want to
cheap
win,
shots?
So,
Could you imagine the bragging rights
I know.
for whoever gets it?
Glenn's labelled it, what is it, housemate versus housemate. Who's the man of the house? It's pretty gnarly.
And whoever wins, just wear the belt the whole time.
Oh, the other one's doing the dishes, yeah.
Just nothing else. Just the belt.
Just the belt.
Just watch him have a cup of tea. Just watching him do the dishes.
Look forward to it.
Oh, we should actually get into this. I've been gasbagging for far too long. First up, my kids wanted me to do this because they read this.
Of course. Yep.
Okay. Now,
I actually brought one.
Come on, did you? Yeah. Have you? Okay. I'll give you however long you need. Is there a pattern to solving a Rubik's Cube?
No. Oh, there's algorithms. So like compared to like the pros in the world, got nothing on that. But for the average person, I feel like I can do all right. There's like maybe 6 different patterns you need to learn, algorithms.
Yep.
And you can solve one forever. It's like riding a bike, you never forget.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, can you solve that one for me?
I definitely could. Can I show you mine?
Oh, here we go. Here's a pre.
Just have
let me guess, one turn. Oh, it's all fixed, Brad.
Magic.
Oh, jeez, magic.
You can edit it out too.
Grab yours.
Turn that a couple times and then feel this one.
Oh, this one's garbage, by the way.
I didn't want to say it.
Is that a professional one? Oh,
It's pretty janky, but
the smoothness. I do like it. Okay,
mix it up.
I'll solve this Rubik's Cube. Done.
Awesome.
Can you solve this one?
Yeah, I'll solve
I've been trying for ages. Oh, it's. Can you put oil on it or something?
Yeah, well, that's why you can buy different ones and
Please
tweak
tell
them,
me.
but
Please tell me there's a Rubik's Cube oil you can buy.
there's definitely lubes and stuff. It sounds a bit weird, doesn't it? But yeah, you can get right into it, and like you can do things called corner cutting, which you can't do with this one. That's going to affect my solve time 100%.
Okay, that's all right. You just keep going. I'll
keep
talking.
firing questions. I'll have it done shortly.
Also, we did find the other day Link the Rings Rubik's Cube. Not a cube. You know those ones, the flat ones? Have you remember seen
No, I haven't
those?
seen them.
Really?
No.
They were massive.
Link the Rings. You have to pull up a picture.
Oh, well.
I haven't never seen one.
Okay.
Never seen that in my life. No.
Really?
How do you play that?
It's like a flat panel. It's about the size of this keyboard, and it's in like 8 parts. And you got to click it, and it goes at any angle. And then you have to get like the rings all linked. I think that's how you do it.
I've never seen that in my life. Looks pretty old.
That's how you got to finish it.
Yeah, wow.
You've never seen that?
I've never seen that.
These are highly sought after things, mate. Highly sought after. And then they did the advanced one where you unlink the rings.
Yeah.
See, that's got like 6 of them.
Yeah.
Never saw that?
Never seen it. No.
How old are you?
23.
This came out well before you were born. This is when I was in my teens, maybe.
Do you ever have any of the old consoles like the Sega or?
Here we go.
Yeah, go
yes,
on.
I do.
Dad used to bring them out. What did we have the other day? We found the N64. Did you have that?
No.
That was good fun. We had this old snowboarding game, and it's super like sketchy. Like you press a control, and there's about a 3-second delay before the board would turn. But the nostalgia side of it is definitely still there. Like it's cool seeing how far stuff like that's come, especially in my sort of interests. I don't know if I told you in the like emails or whatever, but I've just finished studying electrical engineering, so yeah, this sort of
really
side of things is right up my alley. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Always been a bit of a tinkerer, so pulling shit apart, figuring it out.
My son's right into that. He just finds anything on the side of the road and takes it apart to work out why. He's got a thing for DC motors at the moment.
Oh yeah,
you into that?
Yeah, we do a bit of stuff with like throughout uni, more of the practical side of work. You get to pull that sort of stuff apart, figure out how it works, and so yeah, it's very interesting. He should stick at it because anything down that sort of route, it's going to be quite lucrative for a long time.
Yeah. We'll make them battle bots.
Battle bots.
You know battle bots?
Yeah, I've seen the show. Hey,
all we did. This is so dangerous. My wife doesn't know. It doesn't matter. What we did is we got an old RC car, just a cheapy one, and then we extended the wheels and everything out. We got an old chopping board about the size of this mat and put the wheels on it. It was a horror. It couldn't turn. Imagine how bad it was. And then we got another one that spun at the front. And just as a joke, I say I'm not scared of my wife at all. Just look.
No.
We strapped lawnmower blades to the front of it to see what had happened. Oh, so dangerous. So dangerous.
Even your neighbours would be concerned, let alone the wife.
Anyhow, it drove for a little bit. Then we tried to hook it up to a car battery, and we just burnt everything, like every part of it, just because we don't know. We don't know about.
Blow it up.
It didn't blow up, but it was definitely on. It was going to catch fire if we didn't.
That sketchy shit's fun.
I know. See how mature we get as we get older. I was doing some research and I saw this great photo that was from many years ago. Look at you there. The old stepmom Karina and the big Brian, the big B man, was on House Rules.
Yep.
They did not speak that highly of House Rules afterwards.
No.
Tell me what this wonderful Gero couple. Tell me what happened to them.
So winding back a bit before the show.
Yep. This is 2015. So this is a while back, 8 years ago.
I was year 9, year 10 at school. Dad took us on a Bali trip, and we're with a bit of family, and he pulls Bailey and I aside, his sister, and goes, I've got a bit of news to tell you. And then he sort of works in that we're going to be on a TV show. Can you guess what one it's going to be? And we were like, I don't know, The Block, Amazing Race. Like, what? I had no idea.
2015, let me just say, 2015 is when all these shows were on fire Poppin', as well. Right? Oh, unstoppable. Yeah.
And he actually didn't tell us what he was going to go on. And we got back from the trip and he took off because he had to go for 2 months. And at that time, my sister and I were going between mum and dad's place like every fortnight or whatever. And then for a while there, dad had to take off. So we didn't know where he went, but we slowly started like seeing different ads for different sort of shows going around, and we were trying to figure it out because obviously we knew it was on a show, and media crew started coming through Drelton when it was their time to have the house done. Oh,
so they did this in Gero.
Yeah.
Nothing against Gero.
No.
It's windy.
It's fucking windy.
It's so windy. I couldn't believe it when I went there. It screams all the time, stops for 5 minutes, and then comes back the other way.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, keep going. Sorry, this went off on Gero.
No, it's all right. We'll get to Drelton. So the media, like Drelton's a small town, 40,000 people, small city, whatever you want to call it. People started noticing before we did that there was news crews going up through Moresby Ranges, and that's just like the outer suburb in Gero, and that's obviously a bit of a foreign sight to see.
Yeah.
And it took off pretty quickly on what they call Drelton Neighbourhood Watch.
That would have been so good.
Mind you, I'm still at school at the time, so I'm hearing from mates that I didn't know were my mates that they became my mates. And
okay,
so there was
a celebrity.
Oh,
Of course you were.
Nah.
Yeah.
My biggest nightmare, really. Yeah, I don't know. It was weird because we found out through media that Dad was on the show before Dad had actually told us because he wasn't allowed to. And yeah, and then we
wasn't even allowed to tell you guys.
Not until we were involved on the show.
Okay.
So yeah, they started.
Did he tell you?
Yeah, he goes.
Of course he did. They're not going to come after 8 years. They're not coming after you.
I'm not going to lie. I've stalled on this because this is frustrating. I can't actually turn it. I don't know where you bought this, but like he gets stuck.
That's one of the finest.
If you mix, I'll solve it, but it might take me like 10 minutes.
Okay, that's all right. That's all right. We can put that down for now.
Give you mine to mix up and I'll solve it in 1 minute.
Okay, done. Keep going.
Yeah, so Bailey and I got involved on the show. We've got a stepsister as well, Lara. So that was the little ranger you saw there.
Oh, yeah, I did see her.
Yeah, and yeah, we had to film a couple skits. Oh, was it before? I think it was after the house had been revamped. So the whole idea of the show is you go to each state from each competing couple. You do the house up, and whoever wins the show, you get your mortgage paid off. So it's a pretty good result.
Is that how it worked? They paid your mortgage?
Yeah, if you won the show. So it's a pretty cool goal if you've got a bit of debt to sort of like.
And they renovated your house as well.
Yeah, so worst case scenario, you get a pretty gnarly looking house.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome deal.
Great deal. Yeah. Do you think it was rigged?
Oh, Dad got made like every reality show, someone has to be the villain, right?
Did they get runner-up?
They didn't get runner-up.
I thought they got runner-up. I thought I read that somewhere.
They were the first off the show. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And they had a chance. There was a redemption round. They lost that as well. Yeah.
I shouldn't laugh. Sorry, I'm not laughing.
No, it's pretty funny.
Can your dad joke about it?
Oh,
at the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Dad would have been filthy.
Livid.
He would have been so tough to live with.
He was cut. But nah, Dad loves these big things. He's always been pretty outgoing and about these sort of experiences.
Good on him.
Yeah. No, I'm proud of him for going on the show and my stepmom, but school, pretty embarrassing, not gonna lie, like 14 years old and you hear your scrawny voice for the first time on national television.
Oh,
and you're like, I remember when they did my room review, I had to look at it 8 times before I was actually being filmed. And they said, we need you to sort of like go over what you'd say. And obviously the first reaction is pretty authentic.
Yeah.
And after that, it's like, I have to do this for TV. I've walked in there the first time that it was filmed. I've gone, holy shit, this is awesome. And they've gone, no, we can't.
Oh.
You're 14, mate. We can't.
You are from Jera.
Yeah.
You're just glad you didn't drop an F-bomb in there.
Yeah. That was pretty clean. The last, I think, I can't remember what I said in there. It was something like saying, "Oh, this is awesome," about 6 times.
Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty embarrassing. Hey, made this.
It must be odd going in there and seeing the whole camera crew. Like it's even like coming in here.
Mm.
It must feel a bit.
The production was insane.
What are you saying about my production?
This is awesome.
Thank you. Say it 5 times like you did on the TV.
This is bloody awesome. Don't mention it's awesome.
It must be weird, especially being a kid with all those cameras and they follow you, and it'd have to be tough for a kid to act normal.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you see the camera and it's hard not to look down the lens, right? And that's one of the big things that they try to get you to not do.
Yeah, look at the lens.
And so you might get this 30-second awesome natural clip and then you've looked like Zoolander straight at the clip. And you fucked it.
How patient were they with you?
Very patient. Actually, kudos to them because our stepsister at the time...
the young'un?
Yeah, the young'un. She was very young at the time. She was crying through a lot of the shots and she had to do a room review and I think she was... how old was I? 14. So she would have been 4 or 5 years old. And she had a good time. Nah. She had a Frozen Elsa-themed sort of room. It was an awesome room.
Yeah.
Obviously, it doesn't age. So it got painted over pretty quickly. Yeah.
Aren't you supposed to keep it for 12 months?
I have no idea.
There's a rule.
Is there?
I'll tell you why.
Go on.
I don't know whether I'm going to put it in there or not. I'll put it in there. He doesn't mind. I may... sorry, keep going with your story and then I'll come back to it. Keep going.
All right. Where were we going?
We're going just talking about your dad getting made out to be the villain.
Yeah, so someone had to be the villain and Dad there's this scene in the first week where he's chopped down a staircase that was pivotal for one of the other teams to get upstairs to complete their room. And what he tells me, that staircase had to come down and they could access that room still through the window. Like, it was just compulsory. But they made it out that he stopped them from competing and just to get the job done for his room downstairs. So, there's this wicked clip of him with a table saw or hand saw, and he just chopped it from both ends, looked down the barrel and said, yeah, pretty much fuck you. Yeah. But yeah, the real story is that it had to come down, and it was good footage. Yeah,
it is. Okay, hopefully he's all right.
He's fine.
If I mentioned it, no, what I'm going to say.
Go for it.
Someone I may know, he may have fought at PCR too. He may be the greatest physio in Perth. His name may be Dave. Anyway, this person I know, I'm not going to mention his name. He lives just next door, or just a couple of houses up, and he was on it a couple of years back. Now, him and his wife are two of the nicest, most genuine people I've met. Like, when someone, I'm going to bag him now, when someone is so nice, you think, I don't trust you.
Yeah.
When someone is just a genuinely good person, and he is, and his wife is, Tanya's a lovely person as well. Just good, positive people. And they were made out to be the villains on this show. And I was thinking, if they can make these two people out to be the bad guys, then they can do anything with editing.
100%.
It is just not, it is not even close to reality. It's reality TV. But how I'm more impressed on how they made these guys out to be villains. And I'll tell you more afterwards.
Yeah. But
anyway, it was when I saw there where it says that your dad, in this article where it says your dad wasn't happy that he was portrayed as the bad person. I can see how it's done.
Yeah, he was. I think they went on a radio show shortly after it all finished airing, and yeah, he had his word with, might have been Kyle and Jackie O or someone. I'm not too sure actually. It might have been Koshi on Sunrise.
Okay.
Yeah, he wasn't happy with it. Hey. He thought, because he's a pretty outgoing guy and he's a laugh to be around. Like, that's a good guy.
And was he copping her on social media as well?
Yeah, 100%. It takes a toll, but he's a bit of a tech nuppy, so he didn't really know that he was getting flamed for a while and then sort of a delayed reaction. It's like, Dad, you're receiving a bit of a hit.
They're lighting you up
he's
here,
fine.
Dad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And he's all right now?
100%.
Still in Gero?
Yeah, he's still in Gero.
Still in the house?
I've actually sold that property recently.
Okay.
So, he's in a beach house.
Nice.
Right on the water. Right next to a Rubik's Cube toilet. It's a bit of a random one.
A Rubik's Cube toilet?
Just looks like a Rubik's Cube.
Oh, okay. Is he into Rubik's Cubes, or is that for you?
That's just for me. That's I don't know.
How good's that? Yeah, I know. We're doing all this stuff for our daughter. We're going to put in this lovely backyard and these flowers and all that.
Damn, here's this
for you,
cube.
Here's your toilet. Here's your Rubik's Cube toilet, Dad.
I'm going to say something. It's going to sound like I don't trust you.
Oh, me?
I've solved plenty of these in my time.
Yeah.
And I know that corner there has been turned by someone. Because you can never get to this part of the cube. I don't know, he's trying to stitch me up, but now I can solve it.
Oh.
It's like that.
I honestly, mate, I haven't done
It looks
shit.
like I'm cheating, but...
I didn't know you could even turn them.
That's why I was fucked earlier. It wasn't because I couldn't turn the cube.
I don't, mate. It's my kids have got it. My kids will fucking destroy anything.
It'll be solved in about...
Was that what the issue was?
Yeah. Give me about 20 seconds and this will be Dunskies.
Oh, yeah. So are you a big reality TV fan, are you? Tell me what goes on in the household.
Old Chetwynd Way. Yeah.
Chetwynd Way, bachelor pad, nice.
Yeah. No, MAFS is just wrapped up. We always have something to sort of have a bit of a bitch about at the house and have a beer over.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one likes drama, but it's always good when someone else's drama. And
that's the best type of drama.
Best feeling, isn't it?
Do you guys watch Married at First Sight?
Yeah, love it. Fucking love it. Could never go on the show, but yeah, I'll watch it till the cows come home.
Any of your mates single?
Not now. None of the close ones. Hey, everyone's all latched up. Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of a shame, isn't it? It's good though. We don't go out as much.
Save a lot of money.
Save shitloads of money.
So much money.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That took 30 seconds total, didn't it? I promise I can solve it too.
Is that why? Is that just because that's a poor quality Rubik's Cube, is it?
Well,
I know one.
Watch this, right?
Okay, here we go.
That's 4 moves. It takes me that long.
Oh, okay. I see the difference.
Same shit, because I can't.
Don't break that.
I'm not going to. This is vintage.
It's not vintage. That's the thing.
It's actual Rubik's like brand as well, though.
Is it? Yeah, but mate, that's been dropped in a sandpit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can't do that.
You can. It's all mindset.
Yeah, I know. I don't have the mindset. Let's turn this fan up. It's getting hot in here.
Yeah.
Jesus, mate, we've been going for an hour 10. What are we even on? What are we talking about?
I'll dial in.
Growing
now.
up
I've been distracted, haven't I?
You have.
Yeah.
Is that fan right? There we go.
Yeah, cool.
You're studying engineering.
Yeah.
Electrical engineering as well. Tell me about that. That sounds very fascinating.
Yeah. I didn't really know what I wanted to do at school. I think every kid sort of goes through that at some point.
How'd you go in high school?
Not bad. I sort of like up until year 10, I was all over pretty much every subject. And when we had to finally like pick what we wanted to do, whether you go down that sort of TAFE oriented route or ATAR route, I was pushed, no pressure, but pushed to sort of go to the ATAR route. Obviously, a few more opportunities if you want to progress academically, and so I just picked 4 or 5 ATAR sort of subjects, and then also kept up outdoor ed. I always have been pretty outdoorsy, so I didn't want to lose that. I ended up dropping one of the ATAR units, which meant I only had 4 left, so you can't actually fail, and you have to have 4 to go through and get a an ATAR score.
Okay.
I failed English in year 12, 49.9.
Really?
Yeah.
They wouldn't put you over the line.
That was with the old regional bump you get as well in Drayton. So I was
49.9.
Yeah, I had to come down and do, I think it's called a stat test or a bridging course or whatever.
Yeah.
My mate, he's pretty switched on math wise as well, and he failed English. So we both came down together, made a bit of a trip of it, passed our English.
How long did that take?
Oh, it's a half hour. I think you get an hour actually, and you got to write 2 essays to prove you're competent.
Okay.
It was pretty demoralising after doing a pretty academic sort of course sort of pathway at school, and then but anyway, I came down, smashed that out. A week later, got the tick to apply for uni, and I didn't get a high enough ATAR score to get straight into engineering anyway, so I sort of had to figure out how I'd get in through another route. And there's different entry pathways, but for me, I also wanted a gap year, which is, I don't know, a dream of a lot of kids, I think. They don't want to go straight to uni, want to go do something.
Did you travel or anything?
I should have.
Yeah.
Was it 2018? I'd been working at Bunnings for quite a while.
Okay. Which one?
In Geraldton. So
yeah, nice.
Actually, before that, I was at IGA for just on 5 years, and then I'd started at Bunnings in my gap year.
What's it like to work at Bunnings?
It's awesome. Benefits are sick. It's actually it's one of the loosest jobs. Like you can do, there's so many different things to do. Sorry, at Bunnings, like you can work the door, you can work on the desk, work in trade. Like every job's different. But yeah, that's good fun.
You can walk around the store avoiding any kind of customers with questions.
Oh yeah, you become an expert in their eyes. But yeah, no, I've loved working there. I've been even moving here. Sorry to derail this bit, but moving here was such a breeze. Like they transferred me to the Eastwick Park store. I'm not sure if you know that one.
Oh yeah, the one on Albany Highway, corner of Oat Street, I believe.
That's the one.
No, the one.
Super tiny.
It's one of the last small ones. I think it's that and Home Base are the last 2 small ones.
Subi, yeah.
We used to have the big one here in Inglewood. Caught fire. Burnt to the ground, my friend. This thing. The houses are right on there. If the wind was going this way, like you'll see the wind, it's going that way.
When was this? This year?
No, this was... Where are we? Jesus, that was a few years ago.
Yeah, right. I was still...
Mate, if the wind was going that way, this whole thing would have gone. All these businesses, everything fucked.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, it was. I'm not saying it was... Anyway... Let's not talk about what happened.
We can all have opinions.
We can all have a guess. Anyway, sorry. So you come down to Eastwick Park, yep?
Yeah, and I've been there like every year during uni, so they've been super flexible.
Still there?
Nah, I had to give it up. I've just got a full-time job. Just finished uni in November.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
How many years at uni?
I did 4. Made it 5 because I decided I'd fail a subject.
Okay.
Yeah.
Full-time?
Yeah, full-time. Yep.
Okay. That's a massive commitment.
It is, hey. Once you get to the end of it, though, you realise that you wish it like hadn't... Well, I wouldn't say that. What was I going to say?
Not that it was longer, but you didn't take it all in?
Didn't take it all in. Like, didn't realise that it'd all be gone so soon.
It's like this event, mate.
Yeah, it's true. Going to have a bit of withdrawals, I reckon.
Yeah.
Something to feel for sure.
Have you got something in place to take it, take the spot of this PCR? What is it?
A month after, I'm going to attempt the 21Ks at HBF run.
Did we talk about this before?
No, maybe someone else.
Owen.
Yeah.
Owen's doing exactly the same thing.
I'll have to link up with him. Yeah.
I was going to say, I had this conversation an hour ago, but it was 3 hours ago with Owen. Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, why not, right? Yeah.
He's doing it. The Run for Reason. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
He's going to imagine Owen running it.
Yeah.
Big boy.
He's a legend, eh?
He's a good man. Very funny.
Funny bugger.
So you got that to train for?
Yeah, I got a month. I've heard it takes a little bit longer to train for that sort of distance, but I mean, I don't have to run at a marathon pace or like an Olympic pace. So
physically, though, you'd have to be the fittest now than you've ever been.
I think so. I can't compare anything that I've done. I've been involved in a lot of sports, like played soccer for 10 years. What else have I done? Basketball, little athletics. I've always been, just sort of really physical.
I suppose I'm talking about the boxing now, it's a very specific type of fitness as well, isn't it?
So different.
I don't think it's going to be too hard to transfer that, though, into a 12K run. I know it is different. 21K. Oh, Owen said 12K.
There is a 12K option.
Okay, that's what Owen's doing. That makes more sense. There's a 3K walk. That's what Owen's doing. It must be... it still is a different type of fitness, but the adjustment wouldn't be that hard compared to someone who's coming in fresh off no training.
Yeah, for sure. I hope some of it translates, otherwise I'm not buggered.
Oh, you'll be fine, mate. You're going to have a sore back carrying that belt the whole way. You should run in the belt.
That's true.
Is Riley going to run?
He's doing it too, yeah. You might
just
catch a glint of it in the distance.
Just get it printed on a T-shirt and just wear it the whole time. That'd be so good. Bodybuilding. Yeah. You're into that?
A little bit. Right now I'm sitting at 63 kilos, but I was 65 when I weighed in first day for PCR, but maybe 2 months before that, sitting at like 78, 77.
Okay.
Yeah. I got right into the scene throughout uni, sort of trying to figure out how I can sort of better myself in different ways physically, and the gym, fell in love with it.
Yeah.
Tried different splits, like push, bro split, all this different shit that you hear online.
Yeah.
But I've found like the best thing for you is whatever works for you. So
okay.
Yeah.
It does wonders for you mentally, doesn't it?
100%, yeah.
And it must be good when you said that you've been doing it for 4 years. That looks like it lines up with your time at uni as well. So does it obviously have to help you with your focus and your study?
Good stress relief too. I'm sure a lot of people can vouch for that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's as big as a commitment as you want it to be, right? It's like anything you do in life. You can go as hard as you want or not at all. I always try to find balance in everything I do. I think there's a principle that is a good one I sort of go by, the Pareto principle, the 80-20 rule.
Okay. So what do you do for work now?
I'm working as an instrument and control engineer at Woodside.
Sounds sweet.
It's pretty good. It's good fun.
Staying in Perth?
Yeah, for now.
Okay.
Started on the graduate program, so 3-year sort of rotation that you go through different disciplines and sort of learn how the business works from different angles and get a bit of different experience. Like they operate in Karratha as well, so you have the opportunity to go up there.
Have you been there?
I used to live there.
Okay. How'd you find it?
I was 4 years old, so
okay.
I got a huge perspective on it. It's nice.
Yeah. Oh, the play centres there are unbelievable. They got the best toys.
Yeah.
So you enjoy doing that?
Yeah, it's good fun. The role I'm in right now isn't very technical. I'm sort of looking forward to more of technical experience. I thought that coming out of uni, you dive straight into that side of things, being fresh, but sort of taken a step back in this role in a good way, I think, to sort of learn how the business works. So I'm working as a business advisor, working with partners with the company, and learning a lot about where Woodside is heading over the next few years with the projects we're being involved in.
What an opportunity, though, to come out of uni and be involved in a company the size of Woodside with the mining industry here, and being able to come in. And I know that you said that, you know, you want to be more involved, but you're going to be learning everything from the ground up in the role you're in.
Yeah, no, it's an awesome opportunity. I've had a taste of it already as well. Like throughout uni, they've supported me through scholarship funding as well. So, yeah, and I had the opportunity to go do their summer vacation program 2 years consecutively. And one of those involved going up to Exmouth offshore, working on what they call an FPSO, which is just a floating production storage vessel. And experience out there was unreal. So just seeing like those are the opportunities that you can get as an engineer for Woodside. Just in Australia too, like we've got operations internationally, and I'm sure you probably know of that. I'm excited. It's a cool company.
That's great. The future looks very bright.
Hope so.
It's great to see, mate.
Thank you.
All right, mate, let's get into this PCR. Who's your sponsors?
Stony Co.
Stony Co.
Yep.
Let's have a look at Stony Co.
Go for it. I've got two sponsors actually.
You've got Stony Co Streetwear. Who's this good-looking rooster sitting on front of a red?
Is that Dooms? I don't know.
Team Red.
Yeah.
I do like that.
It's all meant to be.
It is meant to be.
Didn't even know I was Team Red then.
You knew.
No, I didn't.
Okay. So these guys, what are these guys? An apparel kind of label?
Yeah, so it's actually a weird story how I've got my sponsors. So
they do ski masks. They'll be popular in Gero. What's it called? Range View?
I brought one.
You should have.
I did.
Oh, did you?
I did.
You know, I'd wear this all the time. Like,
bullshit.
All the time.
Would you put it on if I gave it to you?
Do you want me to put on now?
Yeah.
The mask?
Yeah,
I'll do it. I don't give a shit.
Go on.
Hey, you're going to have to wash it once I'm done, though.
That's brand new on that one.
I mean, if you're going to...
That's
should be repping
it. Chuck it on if I want.
Oh, yeah.
That's fucking awesome. Pull the head down a little bit more. Yeah.
I got a big crop of hair. Hang on, how I look.
Jai will love that.
I look good in this.
You do. It's really suspect, isn't it?
It is. So good. Oh, that is something else.
You can take it off if you want.
Okay. Do you want me to wash this and give this back? What do you want to do?
No, I'll take it. It's all right.
I don't have COVID or anything,
I
mate.
grew up in Geraldton.
I got a big head as well, so I'll probably stretch that out. Does your mate actually have this brand?
Yeah, this is his. So
okay.
His name's Jai Stone.
Jai Stone, nice.
Yep.
Stone Co.
Yeah, I reached out to Jai, and I grew up with Jai as well. He's a Geraldton boy.
Yeah.
Yep, and he lives in Perth now. He's done a bit for work, but he's recently started, maybe in the last couple of years, this Stony Co company. This release is his second sort of line of clothing. And yeah, it's very streetwear-esque, isn't it?
That looks good.
Yeah.
Are they good shirts as well?
Good quality.
What's the brand? Is it AS? Yeah, have a look. Yeah. AS Colour or something? Oh, yeah, that's better.
Yeah, the blanks are good.
It is AS Colour. That's actually quite good.
High thread count.
I love a high thread count, mate. Let's have a look at this bad boy. AS Classic Colour. Beautiful. That actually does feel like a good shirt.
Yeah.
Not like some of the...
cheap shit that wears out in 2 washes.
Oh, yeah. And then there's just that one size and it's just straight down. Something we'd see Marnie in with those high pants on.
Do you want one? I'll get one for you.
I'll wear it.
Yeah?
I'll wear it on all this stuff. I'll wear it while I'm in...
Or the balaclava.
Interviewing one of those other people we spoke about. Nice.
Yeah, we filmed an ad.
Sweet. Oh, nice. That was Daniel Cormier. Who is that?
That bloke on the bike, his name's Donato. He's my other sponsor. He's sponsoring me through his removalist company.
That's Donato.
Cruise Logistics. Yeah, Donato.
I wouldn't mess with Donato. He looks like a scary individual.
He's a boxer.
Yeah, I wouldn't mess with him. he looks like an animal. Jeez. So Stony Co. Good on him. I like those balaclavas. You don't often see balaclavas being sold like fashion balaclavas. The only ones you get are the ones with eye holes that people are going to do a bit of shopping.
Come equipped with.
Yeah. A pair of brass knuckles with them. Beautiful.
That's pretty mean.
Is he stocking these anyway, Stony Co?
Yeah, he should have a website. It's the top of that one there.
So you order all these online?
Yeah, you can get them online. He drops them off to you too if you're Perth-based.
Oh, good on
A
him.
very personal guy. That's Jai on the left there.
There?
Yeah, that's
He's
Jai.
the one that sponsors you. Beautiful. Good on him. How long's this been going on for?
Very-
$15 for that mask.
Yeah,
That's as cheap as chips.
yeah, not bad.
I was going to get one of these to ride my bike, and it was like some no, like a push bike, and it was I don't know, Giant brand or something like that. It was
Yeah.
about $65.
Yeah,
I was like,
right.
you were dreaming.
You have to push the margins off.
Oh
a bit.
well, ski mask, $15. Everyone get on that.
Yeah.
Stony Co. That's what you should get all of your fans to come out. All of them just come out in masks.
I saw someone walk out with like not a balaclava, but something similar, like it's a handkerchief tied around their head. I was
Oh,
thinking
that was
maybe
Mongy.
I could walk out. Who
That was Mongy.
was it? Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right.
Let's have a look. There's Mongy.
Two-stepping.
Have you met Mongy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was training everyone before they split the teams. He's obviously blue, so don't see him as much.
He's a quality man. I guarantee you Mongy would wear one of those. He's a good man. And you got the Hood Pope giving you a hand.
Yeah, so catching up with him, I think in the week ahead for some one-on-ones. But yeah, he's been here with the Reds.
He's a very good fighter.
Yeah, he's talented. Hey.
He is. And I didn't realise it until I saw him, but his footwork is outstanding.
He's quick.
And Mongy can fight.
Yeah.
And he did well against Mongy. That was the hardest one I think I've had to watch, those
Yeah.
two, because those two guys,
Love
they
them
get
both.
on.
Yeah.
Get on with them very well. It's a shame they got matched up. Sorry, second sponsor. Who we got?
Donato, so Cruise Logistics, runs a removalist company.
Okay. Where are they based?
I think he's based in the hills, like
Okay.
Kalamunda. I'm not sure if I'm wrong there,
But moves all over. Cruise, KROOS Logistics.
yeah, I think it is Cruise actually, not Cruise.
Cruise. And he was happy to get on board?
Yeah, so I met Donato through Jai. Jai was all about it. I hadn't seen Jai in like a couple of years since moving to Perth from Joe.
Yeah.
I used to play competitive basketball with him at like not a state level, but country sort of interstate comp.
Yeah.
And yeah, Donato's mates with Jai, and he said, he'd be right about it as well. Obviously, he's a boxer, so he's happy to sort of come along and support something of this magnitude. And
Yeah.
Jai wants to get involved himself one day, but at the moment he's running a torn MCL, so
Okay.
he's going through that.
So he wants to actually have a fight one day, you reckon?
Yeah, he'd love to.
So both Jai and Donato are both coming?
To my knowledge, Jai's definitely coming. I'm
Yeah.
not sure if Donato is. He should be. But yeah, Jai bought a table for
Donato's
himself.
scared of these, maybe, is he?
Double pummels.
Just get my ass kicked backstage.
He'd flog the shit out of me.
Tell me why you applied, mate. Tell me why.
I was having to think about this when I was going
Have a
through the
think.
email. Hey, yeah, that's a good question. I think it's always about just testing yourself, and like I've always been about doing something that's out of my comfort zone. Like even coming here today is a little bit like that.
I
But
thought so. Sounded a bit hesitant via
Yeah.
email.
yeah,
How you feeling now?
I feel good. You've made
So
me feel at
comfy.
home.
It's so comfortable in here, isn't it?
It's awesome. Man.
Are you hot? I'm steaming.
Yeah, crank it.
Is it? Hang on. Where's that? I've got an aircon remote somewhere around here. It is. You'll feel it. You'll feel this breeze coming over you. Like when they wrap the belt around your waist, mate. That's exactly what it
I can
feels
feel
like.
that coming now. Yeah,
So you wanted to challenge yourself?
yeah.
It's a big step up.
It is, yeah. Like I think I mentioned before that I've boxed for fitness, nothing more competitive than that. Yeah, and it's just sort of interested me, and I'd heard about white collar boxing events throughout uni and didn't know that they ran one of this magnitude and that had been going on for several years now.
I'm surprised more people don't know about this.
Yeah.
It's quite odd.
Once you find out about it though and you look into it, you can see like why it's taken off and how big it actually is. Like I've mentioned it since starting at Woodside to my team, and they're like, oh yeah, like we've got mates that have done that for years.
Pretty sure Woodside sponsored someone a couple of years ago.
Really?
Pretty sure.
They wouldn't sponsor me.
Really? I could be wrong there. Don't quote me on that. But
That's
I'm
all right.
pretty sure I've seen Woodside and someone's sponsor.
Yeah, I tried to get Bunnings on board too, but they said, no, we can't do that.
No?
I don't know what it is about the bigger companies, but maybe it's like a reputation thing. I'm not sure.
Maybe.
Too much to lose.
I think so. And putting your name against someone, like if you are a big company, you'd have to do a lot of background checks on the person, on the organisation, on what's happening with the money. After you finish uni, did you feel like, how long ago did you finish uni?
November last year, yeah.
Did you think maybe that there was a little bit of a, not a hole, but do you think maybe that is what led you to do this? Because you've had this commitment for 4 or 5 years with your uni and you need something to almost take its place.
Yeah, it's probably played a bit of a part in it. Yeah, like I was on a bit of a whim at applying for PCR. I saw that applications were open. I think that was plastered all over my Instagram, so I was like, I'll sign up, and I let Riley know about it as well at the time, that I was signing up and that he should as well, so at least one of us got in.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know when we got told that we got in, but it was just after Christmas time, I believe, or in the new year. And he actually received the email first saying that he got in, and the email I signed up with I didn't have access to, so I didn't know that I got in straight away. I was just super happy for him.
Yeah.
And then later on that night I was like, fuck, maybe I signed up with an email that I don't remember. And
a fake email.
yeah,
Nice.
anyway,
Nice.
I found it and I was like, shit, I got in as well, mate. And yeah, we were just stoked for each other.
Oh, yeah.
And
A
then,
lot of applicants.
Yeah, right. How many people?
I don't know the numbers. I do recall, say, one from, I don't know, say about 2-3 years ago. I'm pretty sure you had close to 100.
Wow, yeah.
So I don't know how many applied this time, but I know that there's always a lot of people. And you had a look at when you guys started training, there's 30 of you on the night. There was more than 30 of you the day that I came down.
Yeah.
And I think the people that do get, and it's not like they get cut. I think there's not an appropriate match for them.
Yeah.
That's the reason they lose a couple of people. And I think they are guaranteed a spot in the next PCR.
Yeah, you'd be gutted if you missed out. I know someone who missed out, like, they're looking forward to the next one because they know they're going to be in it, but you've already trained for 4 or 5 weeks getting ready to...
But they're going to have 9 months to train.
It's true.
They're going to be coming in
Their
nice and
opponent
fresh.
might not.
I know. When I think it's mid-October, the next one. That's
Yeah.
when it normally is. That's right. This is going to be your first PCR event.
Yep.
It's going to be something.
Yeah, I'm going to be in it.
And you have you been to the Crown Ballroom previously?
No, I've been around it. I've seen shows at the Crown. Like my partner and I watched the Moulin Rouge the other night as an example. That was awesome, by the way. I'm not sure if you've got to that.
The Moulin Rouge?
Yeah.
No, is it good?
Pretty good.
Okay.
I didn't think I liked musicals, but apparently I do. It was a good show.
Did the missus like it?
Yeah, she loved it.
That's all that matters, mate.
Yeah, brownie points just for going, right?
so good. So good. Have you seen the actual ballroom itself?
Yeah, I've looked in there and...
Anything in there?
On the night there was a few thousand people. I don't know what was going on in there, but it's a big get-up. It's a huge atmosphere in there. I can imagine it would be on the night too. So
You're going to make sure you head down early, have a look around?
yeah, check in about midday and then float
So
down.
you're staying at the Crown as well?
Yeah.
One night too?
Just the night. We're going to do 2, but I was thinking may as well save the money and pump it into something a little smarter than a bed.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm only going to be sleeping in it for probably an hour. And then
Oh, yeah. And you got the party the next morning.
yeah, it's going to be a big day. Big 2 days.
You're going to be tired come Sunday
Looking
afternoon.
forward to it.
It is an exceptional event, and I've said it many times. How they managed to pull it off, and I put a lot of it down to the crowd. It just seems to be a very good atmosphere. It's good people go there as well, and getting dressed up to the level that people get dressed up to. I think that's what adds to it, because it is a black tie event. It's not like your normal boxing event where you get someone in the old, the jean shorts and the double pluggers. Everyone is in a 3-piece suit looking absolutely
sharpest,
peachy.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Me included.
Yeah.
I know. How weird do I look in a suit?
Especially with that balaclava on.
I should do.
That'd be funny.
Okay. Boxing experience. You said that you've had a little bit of boxing prior, just mainly for fitness.
Just for fitness.
How different is this to fitness boxing training?
Levels, yeah. So different. Fitness, you just throw on as many punches as you can in a minute and not really focusing on any technique, although it sort of feels like that at times with these guys, like straight into sparring in week 2.
That was very early.
Hadn't really sparred too much before. I did a little bit with headgear as well. Yeah, this is so different.
How'd you find the sparring?
You get punched in the face the first time, it's a big wake-up call, and I think a lot of people say that it can make or break whether or not they want to keep doing it. Make or break them, sorry. Oh, yeah. I love it.
I think that's why they do it. I think that is why, because they want to show you the worst parts of things right at the start, and then
what you signed up for, right?
Yeah. And then plus give people. There's no crime in if someone gets hit saying this isn't for me and pulling out.
100%. Yeah.
So, but people do want to get in there, and people did jump in that. I was speaking to Jenna this morning, and the reason I have so much respect for Jenna is on that first meeting of all you guys, when Glenn asked for people to get in the ring, Jenna was the only girl I could see, and she jumped in there, and she was ready to go with the guys. She didn't care.
She's an animal.
How good's that fight going to be?
Yeah.
That's going to be so good.
What number's that?
I believe it's number 6. Hang on, I got the order here somewhere. There we go.
I just know I'm going to miss a couple because I'm going to be warming up, and then I don't know how long after.
You'll probably see that. You'll probably see the Casey Groves, Jenna Greer fight, which is number 6. And then maybe, you know what though? I reckon they're going to have the auction just after fight 8. I'll find out when that is. But that auction takes up about 20 minutes, so you might not miss any fights.
Yeah, right.
That would be right.
Does everyone sort of hang around in the room before their fight, or because the vibe I'm getting is that most people will stay in their room until they're ready to fight, like if they're staying at the Towers.
Everyone's different. Yeah. You got to do I think the key is to do what's right for you. Now, if you need some alone time and to really start focusing, then sit in the room for as long as you want.
I think that's going to be me.
I did notice the thing I did see was a lot of the guys who were, say, fighting from about where you're fighting later on, they'd come down dressed, in their suits at the start. They'd support their teammates on the first 4 or 5 fights, and then they'd start to drift off, and maybe they have 10 minutes to get their gear on and just to get mentally prepared, and then head down. You could do whatever suits you, mate.
Yeah, right.
But
who knows till I get there, right? It's going to be.
Some people take off 2 minutes before their fight and chuck their gear on and get in there. It just depends. Whatever's right for you. What's going to be tough is those last couple of fights there. If you're coming in late, you're coming in 11 o'clock.
Yeah, what time do you reckon mine will be? Number
6, 7, 8. I reckon you're probably looking around about 9 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock.
That's not too bad.
Prime time is what people call
awesome.
it. That's why they put you there, mate.
I like that. I was trying to work out when to eat our last meal.
I don't know. Just make sure you go on the toilet and everything. That'd be the tough one. Yeah. Is getting your hands wrapped. I know. Well, I do know that the gaps between fights are extremely small. Like, I think it's by the time someone has had their fight, the winner's been announced, and then they're gone. You've only got a couple of minutes before the next fighters are coming out to go again.
Yeah, shit.
So I know that I've had to
steamroll through them.
Yeah, they do. Well, they've got to get 15 fights.
Oh, it's a lot of fights.
I think each fight averages about 15 minutes in between start and finish.
That's pretty good pace, actually.
4 an hour.
Yeah, 4 should. Yeah, maybe
a bit longer. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. I know the night gets away from me. Changes to your lifestyle. How have you gone? I guess with a partner and with being committed to the gym, as you say you are. I suppose you're not still in the mindset of out partying every weekend.
No, not
even though your eyes tell me a different story in that photo.
That one night, yeah. Yeah, it's been tough trying to navigate how to manage my time, but I think everyone goes through that with new things that come up in their life. For me, I started my job at Woodside a week before this started, so I tried to navigate going from doing fuck all to full-time work, and then training 4 or 5 times a week in a different way to how I have been. So I'd go to the gym maybe an hour a day, 6 to 7 days a week, training to just stay fit. And then you start training to be as fit as you fucking can. Like, that switch doesn't happen overnight, and my body felt that. So that was a big change up. Everything else, though, has been pretty easy to navigate, like with food and everything. Just keep eating the same. Can eat a bit more now. I'm burning a bit more.
How accommodating have the housemates and friends been, knowing that this is both you and Riley, this is your focus? How have they been with easing off on trying to lure you out on a big night?
Oh, they're supportive. They're awesome. Family as well. Yeah, typical mum response and nana response is, why are you doing this though? Yeah, you always get that. But yeah, I've had nothing but support, Riley as well, and even for each other. There's a lot of respect between us. We've been mates for ages, so yeah, everyone knows what we're trying to do and why. So there's no real temptation to go out and get smashed. Although a beer every now and then would be good, wouldn't it?
It would be delicious.
Yeah.
This is probably going to bring you and Riley, if anything, a bit closer. There's going to have a real bond there. Because there's not too many people that can say that they've stepped in a boxing ring with one of their good mates.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's going to be a story to tell. We've got a trip to New Zealand booked together actually this year. So,
okay.
Yeah, one of us will be telling the Victor story and another will be at the other end of that, won't they?
The story is going to get better every time you tell it.
On the plane with me, the belt.
Just hand luggage. Now just wear it over the shoulder.
I haven't got anything just on me. Yeah, so.
Just an upgrade to first class. Just wave the bell. Oh, please, this way, Mr. Day. Straight to the first class lounge. Do you have any concerns about the event itself? How do you think you're going to go with the pressure?
Not too sure until the night. I feel like I deal pretty well with like big flashing lights and stuff. I played in front of people who played sports and stuff. I don't know how it will compare. Fears. I was thinking about this one before I came in. Maybe just knowing how to feel before coming out and like really zoning in. I hear a lot of people get pretty anxious, but then once they step out there, like it's either that it goes that way, the adrenaline rush is crazy and they just can't keep it together.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe you can speak to that.
I'm just sitting on the sideline, so
Yeah,
I get a bit worked up
Good luck,
before it all
buddy.
starts. I control it quite well. I'm not doing anything. I think everyone is a bit different. There has been some people that have had massive adrenaline rushes and then dumps, and they have found it very hard in the ring afterwards because of just the fatigue inside.
Yeah.
And it is quite obvious with a couple of people.
I'll tell you one thing I have thought about is a fear of not having the time in the ring to show how hard we've worked. I feel like we put in 8 to 10 weeks of absolute like physicality, and if it's over in 30 seconds, God forbid it's not, but either way, like you haven't had that time to show like what you've really been working on, right?
No.
And even over the 6 minutes, if you've just found you're not having the night that's going your way, and you know you've got more in you, like that, there's a fear in that sense that I'm not going to be able to showcase the amount of effort I've put into different aspects of training. Yeah.
Okay. That does make sense. No one's actually said that, but that does make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I think if you go out there and by the end of the first round, hopefully both of you have settled into your fight and you know what you're
nerves
doing.
Dissipate. Yeah.
And 6 minutes doesn't sound long, but
It
you'll be puffing at the end of that 6 minutes. That round 3 or something else, right?
Yeah. 100%.
That's where I think a lot of it comes down to drive and heart, and I think that's where the 8 weeks it'll shine through how much work you've actually done.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think anyone wants to see a knockout. I don't think anyone wants to. I know they joke about it, but I don't think anyone wants to knock their opponent out either.
Not really.
I think everyone wants to enjoy the whole 6 minutes.
Even afterwards too, right? Like you knock your mate out, especially like
Oh, you
you want
don't
to be
do
there
that.
with it. Nah.
No, I don't think even. I mean, you two are in a very unique situation with being good mates and housemates. But I don't think that anyone wants to end it early. I think it's because everyone gets along so well. They bonded in that first 4 weeks. And plus, everyone wants to enjoy that 6 minutes because, it comes and it goes. And then there's that come down that the people have.
Yeah.
And you should, I don't know, you could always maybe ask for a 12-rounder instead.
They do that?
No, why? Could you imagine 12 rounds?
Nah.
Oh, that'd be exhausting.
Not
Imagine
2 minutes.
commentating 12 rounds. I'd be exhausted by the end of it. I'd say, finish him.
I'm over it.
Yeah. Just put him down.
Wrap this shit up.
Come on, flatline him. Take the belt. With the 2 teams, you're obviously Team Red.
Yep.
Best team.
Best team.
Okay, sure. And
Definitely. No question.
Are you happy about Red team?
Yeah, stoked. Riley and I actually talked about this. I wanted Nige. So I'm stoked to be in the red team. Everyone there's lovely too. I mean, the whole 30 of us, like everyone's such a unique individual and offers so much to the team. Yeah, I don't know. The red team's the way to go, though. I've just sold both teams, but I'm definitely red team.
You'll see with the tables filled with previous fighters, both red and blue, you can see how everyone's got that bond there afterwards. And it doesn't matter. I mean, there's always the joke, which team is better. But everyone gets along. And I think the people that have fought in the PCR, the next PCR is the one they enjoy even more when they can really sit back and realise what they've done.
Take it all in.
Yeah. And you've got a totally different perspective on the whole event after you've done it. You realise what people have done. And plus, everyone's usually full of advice as well after a few beers, yelling out.
Fucking has-beens.
In my day, we would have done this.
Yeah.
All right, mate. 2 hours.
Good effort, eh?
Jeez, it is. All right, we haven't finished yet. According to the refs, you get 2 bonus points if your walkout music's good. That's unconfirmed. I could have just made that up.
Are you one of the refs?
No, thank God.
What's your favourite song?
Tell me what we're going to hear Daniel Day walking out to. What do we got?
Icon by Jaden Smith.
Jaden Smith. All right, how far are we in? We're 16 seconds in here. Just when the beat drops, that's when you come out?
Yep, correct. Yeah. Let it go for a bit. I love this song. Let me tell you why.
Please tell me that you're going to come out doing those dance moves.
I'll do them for you.
Will you?
Did Michael Jackson.
Oh, don't worry.
Moonwalk out.
Yeah. Oh, you do that. You let me know you're doing it. I'll get the crowd pumped. All right, I'll set them up.
If I win,
you knock them down.
I'll do a moonwalk in the ring for you.
Really? And then just dedicate it to me.
I'll look you dead in the eyes.
I'll be the one with that balaclava on over the side.
Throwing up gang signs. Yeah. Team Red.
How are you doing? Tell me what the sentimental reason is behind this song.
It's a weird one, but basically the gist of it is my sister and I got our first tattoo together, and we love this kid. Have you seen Karate Kid?
The second one.
This is the fourth one, actually. Yeah. 2+2.
I saw the original when it came out of the movies.
Daniel's son. Yeah.
In the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how old I am. Okay.
Anyway, yeah. No.
There's been 4 of them.
Yeah, I think so. I think there's been a couple more, just play on ones that.
Isn't it a TV show?
Maybe. Oh. Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
It was Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai.
Yeah, okay. I haven't seen that.
Tell me about Karate Kid 4 or whatever this one was. Tell me about it.
He's just in that. But yeah, Jaden Smith released this song. My sister and I have always been really big about, I don't know, new music, R&B, whatever. We really like this song, and when I moved to Perth, I wanted to get a tattoo. I had no idea what I wanted, and I was like, why don't we both get the same tattoo? And there's a lyric in this song that goes, Icon tatted on my torso. So, have you got Icon? Let's have a look. It's the first one. Very nice. Yeah. You got big on the tattoos? Is it just that one on the wall? Do you want me to show you? Sure, I want to show me. Spin around. Give me a look. Oh, geez, I didn't see that one on your leg. Yeah, that's the headphones. The rapper. Got ASAP Rocky on my leg. I don't know if you know who that is. I do. I'm not that old. You got to move to your right. Okay, so we've got a dagger there, and we got a bit of a Hunya mask. Hunya mask, yep. Yeah. That's it, really. And then I've got we touched on it earlier. I've got the nice cow skull and some words on there. Very nice. It says, I love you, Mum. No, it doesn't. Yeah. Okay. It's a shame you guys can't fight without shirts on. I know. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Just take it off. What are they going to do? They're going to do nothing. Afterwards, yeah. Oh, yeah. You should throw it in the crowd. I'll catch it. Sign it. My hero. Imagine that. My wife would be thinking, he's an icon living, that guy. My wife would think, goes, what's wrong with this guy? Who is this guy? Oh, it's a good song. I actually don't mind it. I don't dislike. I know I am very critical on any music in the last 10 years. It actually wasn't my first choice. I had a very wubby song. I'm not sure if you've heard that word thrown around. I have. Yeah, I am not that old. Wubby dubby. Okay, what song was it? What was your second one? You won't like this one. It's called Welcome to London. I just imagine it over the speakers. It'd be a big vibe, I reckon, coming out, and it's just the bass is shaking the whole grand ballroom. There was one fighter last time, I believe it was Gordy.
I don't know what the hell he did with his music, but the bass on it was so bad. I don't know how he managed to do it. The whole desk was shaking. No joke. It was out of control. My headphones nearly shook off my head. I don't know what he did to his music.
Did it sound all right, or was it just chaotic?
It was just a lot. It was a lot to take in.
An experience.
I'll actually get it up.
Yeah.
It's not going to do it justice. Where are you, Gordy?
Sponsored by
Mate, it was incredible.
It's Giordano, the Matador, Monteleone.
Oh, I know this song. You can hear shit shaking.
I think I say shit at the start because it just caught me off guard. And the speaker's there, and everything was. I thought I was having a fit.
Play that.
I just said, Jesus.
Yeah.
It was.
Sponsored by the one and only Gobsmack. See Jane Rob here tonight.
Can't hear a tune while I'm talking.
Yep. Who won that one?
Gordy won it. I didn't know what was happening, because I wasn't ready for it. I just got through YMCA. I've got all my paperwork here, and then I thought something had happened to my eyes, but it was just all my paper. Oh, Jesus! I don't know what was happening.
Having conniptions.
He must have done something and turned the bass up because it was. And we had one of the big towers that shoot the sparkler fireworks out the top, and that's gone off. And my mate Alex next to me, he's just getting shit rained on him, like bits of not ash, but the little rock bits coming down. All our shit's covered in it. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? And I was just saying to him, making sure he's okay. He's getting shit out of his hair.
Bit of a hazard entrance.
It was something else. I don't know. You should do that. You should just crank the bass on it.
Yeah.
You
have to change the song back. Yeah, it might be too late.
If you do it, just give me a heads up because I was not prepared.
I'll give you a look before the moonwalk.
Just
coming.
I can't believe I'm saying it, but I actually do enjoy that Jaden Smith track. And if it's got a sentimental, that's the key. If it means something to you, obviously with that tattoo. Has your sister got the same tattoo?
She's got the exact same tattoo, and we didn't tell anyone that we got it for 3 months. And then one day I was FaceTiming my sister. She lived with Mum still, and I was doing a silly Michael Jackson dance. That is a bit of a spin out.
Mm.
And Mum's watching. I'm in the background, shirt off, and she's
of course, shirt off.
Yeah,
sun's out, guns out.
Whatever.
Yeah, that's what the crowd want. Yeah.
Mum goes, "What the fuck is on his ribs?" And she goes, "Is that a bruise?" And I just start laughing, and then Bailey, she starts laughing as well, and Mum's looked at Bales and gone, "What is it?" And Bailey's gone, "It's one of these." And
so Bailey's got in the same spot.
Yeah, same spot.
What
Mum just lost it. Mum, she loves us. She thought it was the funniest thing ever, but she's okay. You got a tattoo. But it was too funny to,
It's funny that back in that generation, the only people that got tattoos were either gang members or sailors.
Yeah. It's a bit.
And nowadays, everyone's just covered in it.
It's taboo if you don't have one.
It is. I believe I am known as a clean skin.
Clean skin.
Is that true?
I don't know.
Someone said you're a clean skin. I was like, okay.
I don't single people out.
I think you do. You're very judgy on me today. Jesus. Last up, we've been going far too long today. Look at the time. It's 3:30. Jeez, we're going today. What's the nickname, Daniel?
Dooms.
Daniel Doomsday.
That's the one.
It's going to be Doomsday for Easy Bake Ovens, isn't it? That's going to be good. How's it? Do you think that you're going to have that trash talk afterwards, like in the ring, or is it just soon as the fight's over, we're back to enjoying ourselves?
I think there'll be moments.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of respect for each other. I think.
Yeah. It's
gotten a bit weird the last week or so, I think, around the house, though. I think we're both sort of starting to feel the same, or it might be nerves, sort of anticipating what each other's going to bring to the ring. So, like who's working harder, who's sore, what are you doing in your extra time?
Do you ever just slip and rip while he's walking past in the kitchen or anything?
We play, but nah.
You're going to have that little bit of separation to be able to get in the right mindset to fight each other as well.
Yeah, for sure.
It's definitely something that... Geez, had some rain outside. It's definitely something that I haven't seen before. I'm not sure if there has been anyone with ties as close as you two to fighting each other.
Yeah, right.
But the fact that you're going to be able to put all that aside for the night, and no matter what happens, the respect's there. You're going to be enjoying some drinks come about 9:30.
Oh, it's going to be awesome.
It's going to be a great night.
I don't think every sort of friendship... Oh, I was going to say, I don't think that all friends could put something aside like their friendship to fight each other.
Definitely not.
Right.
No, I probably couldn't.
My partner, she was a big advocate for trying to fight someone else no matter if the match-up didn't make sense or not, because obviously you don't want to fight your mate, and I completely get that, and so does Riley, but we've hashed it out, and I think we're in a good place to go in with a correct mindset, and I know that we'll come out with an even stronger friendship and story to tell. So yeah, it means a lot to go into something like this with someone who's just as I don't know what the right word is for it, but he's thought about it the same way as I have, and feeling good.
Well, I got to say, mate, you definitely got to respect to me that you two that you managed to do this, because a lot of people I think would have turned around and gone, no, I'm not fighting.
Yeah.
But the fact that you two seem to be, mature beyond your years to be able to do this and to actually look at it in a way that it's going to end up as a good thing. That's great. Someone's going to get the belt. Maybe a draw.
No draws.
Imagine a draw. 2 belts. If I was a betting man, which I am, draw. You better not have a draw now, because then everyone think that I rigged it. That's about it for today, mate. 2 hours 15, beautiful. I want to thank you so much for coming in. You're the last one of the day. There's only 2 more to go, and you're only 12 days out. I want to wish you all the best for the evening, going up against Easy Bake Ovens. That's such a great nickname. Dude, there's great nicknames, both of you guys. Mate, after the event, if you ever want to come back in, we chuck the fight up on the big screen. You guys can walk us through it blow by blow.
Will do.
You're always welcome here, mate, and thank you for your time, and I look forward to seeing you in 12 days from now.
Thank you. Thanks for your time, mate.